was, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou hast. Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say that's how you know it's Yahweh Shai and the Most High, they're not the same. Because it says what?
There's two separations, like saying glorify me and glorify yourself and glorify me.
Yeah. So I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest to me. How could he give them to himself? And they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them. The words which thou gavest me. So that's, it shows all, where the truth, who's got the truth. When you're dealing with the scriptures, Christians don't deal with the scriptures. Don't actually read the Bible. That's why they're completely confounded in the scriptures. And have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. Yeah, so I pray not for the world. So it's not for everyone. It's for what? Really, it's for the elect. Because the 2/3 are gonna come back in the kingdom. They're gonna be brought back by the by the 1/3 in the kingdom. But what? I pray for them. I pray not for the world. It's not about the world. And that's the thing is you look at this world. What has this world done to receive salvation, man? Back in the time of Noah, that first death, them guys got flooded, man. Them guys were a myth. I pray for them. I pray, and all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee, Holy Father. Keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Now they would jump on that, one as we are. But then it's like, hold on, how is Yahweh Shai saying, okay, I'm not there, but you can keep them?
And I got a quick cut for that.
Yeah.
From right there. The book of Ephesians 4. And it would have been quick if these pages weren't stuff. Yeah, it's cool. I'm right there. Yeah. Okay. So it's Ephesians 4 and 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power, and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. Alright? So basically they're all in one. What that's talking about is there's one of all of these things, but they all speak, they all move in unity. They're all one-minded in the doctrine. Alright? There isn't, a bit of this, a bit of that. It's all in one. Alright? But they're separate, but they have the same, they follow the same doctrine. The same, everything speaks to the will of Yahweh. Bar Hashem Yahweh Shai, Bar Hashem Ha'arakah Kodash.
So John 17:12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those who thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. And now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Yeah, so that's the thing, is this is all come through Yahweh Shai, and it's like, what? It's basically made us, we're completely averse with the world, man. That's why it's what we're teaching, what we preach. It's on a grander scale, because wickedness has hit a new peak. But even back then, 2,000 years ago, the Romans, them guys had a problem, man. them guys were what Yahweh Shai was teaching, what the disciples and the apostles went on to teach after. That was it was enmity unto the world, man. Then that's led to what? Carnality. They started putting them to death, and that's it. That's the MO of Israel anyway, man. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets. So this thing is. That's why it's with this word. That's why that Christianity, you've got millions upon millions of people around the globe following after that. Billions of people following it, up in churches, throwing money, all this. But this thing meant to be enmity. Them guys are part of the world, man. They're all integrated. That's why it's that small sanctuary, man. Those basically, we're among that hopeful elect. It's what the elect basically being roused up, woken up, and essentially what preaching that truth, man. And then everyone comes together to come against the Hebrew Israelites, man. So verse 15, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Yeah, that truth. And that's something that they've tried to do away with. And fucking Jake's come up in that, man, because they say, okay, that's your truth. That's your truth. No, it's the truth. Because that's the thing. It's going to be manifest in the end what the truth is. It says, as thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world.
I just want to go because you said that, but because someone might say, oh, there's no truth. It's perception. Well, the sky is blue. They'll say, well, if someone's colorblind, it's not blue to them. They're fucking colorblind. There's something. It doesn't take away from the sky being blue. It's just that they lack the ability to see the sky as blue. And it turns out in this day and age that you have a lot of people that are truth blind, right? They're not aware of what the reality of a situation is, but it's going to hit them when it hits them.
Yeah, it's the same, just that do as thou wilt. Essentially, just you can do whatever the fuck. Reality can be what you want it to be.
Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter. We read it last week. That's it. It's like, look, man, our lives is like, it's a passing moment, like as the wind. So let us clothe ourselves with, the flowers of today. And that's what they're doing.
Enjoying the pleasant times. Yeah. Verse 18. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word, that they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, and that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me. Oh, so yeah, it's still sent. It's basically all coming down to what? All those of the elect are basically, we're all in accord, man. We're all in the same energy, same spirit, pushing out that same word. And that's what you're seeing. And now it's time for it's come to pass. Because it's enmity to the world, man. Truth is enmity to the world. And you've seen the world, all the world's pushing out there, completely averse to the truth. The message ain't changed. These Christians, it's changed, man. You go back, they're talking against homosexuality. You go back a few hundred odd years. Now in this modern time, you got homosexuals within the church, women within the church in positions of authority. So it's basically showing them guys are of the world. That's all just part of the institutions of the world, man. It's one of the unclean frogs, man, Roman Catholic Church. So what? It's all these things. It's what the truth is unchanged, and that's you go back to what's it called, man? To when Yahweh Shai was on the scene. It was just as they had enmity then. It's the same thing now. Even though now they're saying, like, oh, with that same Roman Catholic, I talk about, that rock that that they said it was Peter. That's a Roman Catholic church. The church which was built, blah blah. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. So what does it say? The glory which thou. Okay. Verse 22. And the glory which thou hast given me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one. I in them, and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and the world may know that thou hast sent me, and hast loved them as thou hast loved me. Father, I will that they also, whom thou hast given me, be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory, which thou hast given me. For thou lovest me before the foundation of the world. O righteous Father, the world hath not known thee, but I have known thee, and these have known that thou hast sent me. And I have declared unto them my name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them. Yeah. So it's all about what that love again between the brotherhood, between Yahushua, the Most High. It's all that. It's that same spirit, man. It's not changed, and this is going back thousands of years. And it says what? There needed to be that falling away first. There was that period of time where Jake was completely cut off from the truth, but that time came to an end through the apostles, the elders, Elder Abba Bivens, Elder Yaakov, Elder Ariyah, King Marsha, on down. What the truth? It was brought back, and then what? It's through different times. And again through what it going up in YouTube, 2007. From then it's gone worldwide, and it's that same message, man, that same truth from back then. Because that's why it's like you go through from Genesis onto the time of Judges, into even time of Egypt, Judges, Kings, all this through. It's that same truth, because there's prophets that came out talking about the time of the end, man, from the jump, and it's always been spoken of. And it's like now we're in that time. Now it's manifest. Now we're breaking it down with the full understanding. Because back then it's like they went into certain things, they went into certain prophecies. They only explained it in how they could break it down. But then what? It's now that they can put together, it's like the statues in Daniel. Even Esau knows. Esau can put together all the different empires that was being spoken about. Now we're at a time where it's like, hey, it's manifest. And it's what? It's through Yahushua. Yahushua was the one who basically set up. So it's like, yo, he went and did what he had to do. Only Yahushua could go on that cross. Let me get
quick one. Yeah, Luke 10:23, and he turned him onto his disciples. And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them.
Yeah, it's something that has been known. It's been known of for the longest, but it's like now is a time where we can understand it with the fullness, because that's why it's like, hey, you got scriptures on the missiles like Joel, where they'll go into the missiles, or Isaiah 54, where it's, the waster, or the glittering sword, and I believe Joel. And these things are broken down, it was dark sayings, man.
Yeah.
But now it's the time for the interpretation of those dark sayings, and then through that, hey, you know what the time is. So then but then it's what? The Spirit's working with you, man. Yahushua was the one who gave us the capability to be able to now understand it in the time of the end.
Got another one. Hebrews 11:13. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. And they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. Now they desire a better country that is an heavenly, wherefore Yahweh is not ashamed to be called their power, for he have prepared for them a city. And we've been going back to Abraham receiving the word from the Heavenly Father to basically, make a way to basically go and set things in motion with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Till now, we're still desirous of that. Even when we had the kingdom, when we had King David and King Solomon, that still wasn't the time for the kingdom of heaven, right? That's something that, they confess they're strangers and pilgrims on earth, because only we're waiting for this. Since that time, we've been waiting for, since the fall of man, we've been waiting to get back into the Garden of Eden, so to speak, the kingdom of heaven, wherein we're immortal, righteous, and in the right spirit, man.
Let me read this. Revelation 5:1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within, and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof?" And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, "Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof." Man, ain't talking about Selassie either, man, because that's thing is, I don't even know how nigga's still a thing, man. He dropped dead, man. He's done. He was a heathen. But it's confusion, man. Still see man with like t-shirts and shit. It's wild. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, saying, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sung a new song, saying, "Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain, and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and hast made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth." Yeah, so Yahweh Shai was the one who basically made it possible, man. And it says what? Has redeemed us out of every kindred, tongue, people, and nation. It's like we were talking about earlier. That all you've got Jake scattered all over the earth, and there's the elect scattered over the earth. So the Lord's gonna gather them all up, man. This is a final judgment and the final salvation, man. Jake getting.
I was just gonna say that's the breakdown for Revelation 7.
Yeah. Because that's
Out
simple
of
as
every-
Christians.
yeah.
Simple as Christians. But see, look, it's all these now people get saved out of them. That's the thing. Is you can't. How you gonna run to the final book, and then be like, "Yeah, see," and then, bro, you missed all the context from before.
That's a really was. It's like that's when you use a critical thinking. You weigh up the two. What makes more sense in going in line with the whole doctrine? It's Revelation 5 and 9. Revelation 7 and 9 is saying that because you should already know. That's where it is. It's not that deep, man.
It's like jumping into Lord of the Rings, the 3rd movie, and be like, "Yeah, but why is man the king though?" Gonna be like, "Yo, why can he get the sword?" You don't understand anything that's been set up in the first 2 movies. Then you're just gonna jump in and be like, "No, but no, that don't make no sense because of this." No, you don't know what you're talking about. But that's it. It's fucking hell. Okay, fucking hell. But it says what? And has made us unto our power kings and priests, because that's what's gonna be set up. Is we'll be kings and priests again, man. And it's like previously, it's like
That was
it
set
just
up
been,
from Exodus 19.
Well,
That's from the beginning. Yeah, that's what we're meant to be.
So it's from then. Everything's gonna come in order, man. It's gonna come into the fullness. That's why and like we just said, you need. That's why you need. You would just feel, it's kings and priests. You don't know it's harkening back to something from Exodus. That's why it's you know, it says what you have the parable where it says what he bringeth out of his thingy things old and new.
Yeah.
You gotta bring out the old and new, man.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm done on that.
Yeah.
You got something else?
No.
Close up?
Yeah, might as well, man.
Alright, with that, man, we'll say all praises to Yahweh, Bar Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bar Shem, Harakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to all for that. Shalom.